Hello, I'm Rashawn 11 with Keller Williams Realty. So I want to talk about one of the documents that you're going to get from your title company. You're going to see this one at the day of settlement. You will see your final closing disclosure. So they'll go over the closing disclosure first that you originally signed, well, not originally signed, that you see before settlement, 3 days before settlement. And this is the actual document that you actually sign at settlement. Sometimes there are just buyer side only, and there will be what's called an ALTA combined with the buyer and seller. So you may just see this side. That's why I wanted to do two videos so you would see what the differences are. So at the top, it'll have your file number. So this is a blank one, but this is just kind of giving you an idea of what is on there. It'll have your property address, your name, the seller's name, your lender name, settlement date, when does the funds getting dispersed. So there may be two different dates. So I'll say this. In Virginia, your settlement date and dispersed date are not going to be the same date because I won't say, yeah, because the deed has to be recorded in order for them to disperse the funds. So depends on what time you actually close. That could change things. So, but in Maryland and DC, everything is dispersed on the same day at settlement. So funds and all the money goes out the same day because it's considered a wet settlement state. So moving on. So you have the description on the left, and then borrower, buyer. And then on the left hand side, it's debits. So these are things that are being charged to you. And on the right are credits to you. So financial, so this is the sales price, any personal property, the deposit from the earnest money, loan amounts, seller credits, were there any seller credits, any prorations and adjustments would be here, loan charges would be here, other loan fees, your appraisal fee, your credit report fee, determination that if it is in a flood zone or not, tax monitoring fee, tax status research fee. Some things might be named differently, but this is just for purposes of education. Impounds, which is what your escrow account is. So that's your homeowner's insurance. If your loan requires mortgage insurance, that will be here. So it's per month and then how many months they're collecting it for. City and town taxes could have that, or you could only have county taxes depending on where you are. Are there school taxes? That might be there. And also there is an aggregate adjustment because the lender cannot hold only a certain amount in the account at one time. Then you have your title charges and escrow, settlement charges. So this is the title insurance, all of those fees, the title search, insurance binder, real estate commissions. If you're being represented by a buyer's agent, typically the seller pays their fee, but it may, if not, then it would be on your side as well. Government recordation and transfer taxes, payoff if there was an existing loan there. I'm not sure why a payoff would be on this estimate, but miscellaneous, pest inspection, surveys, so all these things would be here. So that just kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like. And then your acknowledgement once you actually go through the whole settlement statement. So if you're getting money to you, it will say it here. If money is due, it will say from you. That would be here. And you're acknowledging that you agree with all the items in the document, all the items and the charges. These numbers should not differ from what your final disclosure is, so be mindful of that. But if you work for me, so we won't have those issues. But so you authorize a title company to disperse funds accordingly to this document here. And then you would sign, if you have a co-borrower, they would sign there, and the escrow officer would sign. And then it will have the file number and the date that it was actually printed. And usually, typically, the forms are printed on the date you settle. That's just typically how it's done. So this is just a quick overview. It's kind of hard to explain without any numbers, but at least you kind of see where things are in the document. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.